Welcome to
Paulcast, episode 9. Thank you, Farrah.
We're going to break here.
That was...
Hold on. Wait, it's not done yet.
Oh,
I stopped it.
See, this is what happens when you try and get bumpers for pool.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right?
We should make a rail system that goes with billiards, and you get to put the. Here's the deal:
Just every shot you get to align it.
You have to put the bumper rails. They could be like a little snake thingy.
Yeah.
But you have to set them up before you hit.
Right.
There's still no guarantee.
Well, it would be much harder
to.
to do it during the hit.
No, I just did mine during the hit. It worked out pretty well.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You can't move them while you're in action, but anyway.
Yeah. That's good.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. If you don't know who we are or what we're doing, I'm Paul. This is Red. He's the video producer extraordinaire for all things video on the Paul Scott Music Channel. And every week we get together for this podcast to play a horrible game of billiards to show how fantastically talented we are at the game of pool. And we talk about music.
Yes.
Film.
Indubitably.
Music and film together.
Oh. Didn't we come up with a
pairing
tagline?
of a nice dinner?
Something
we
close to
did.
that?
Yes, I'll get to that in a second.
I thought you
might.
I just wanted some
why we call
foreshadowing.
it. Yes, that was a shadow with a lot of 4 on it. So, and yeah, we talk that kind of stuff, and just regular life stuff too.
You know.
And so, anyway, if you're here, that's what we're doing. Some of you may notice that we are sitting down. If you have watched before, no, it is not because I am still injured from my electric scooter incident.
No.
If you're unfamiliar with that, go back to, I think it's podcast number 5, 6, or 7, somewhere in that range.
4.
Watch them all.
Maybe.
Then you'll know.
Yeah.
Basically, I fell on an electric scooter.
Yes, you did.
Smacked up the whole right side of my leg.
Yes, you did.
Had a big old bruise for about a month. The bruise is fading.
Good.
But
not completely.
But not
gone.
completely. I can walk. I can do stuff.
I'm so glad you can walk.
We have these here because somebody actually suggested, who's been watching the
we
podcast,
have a fan?
We have at least one, maybe 2.
What?
Actually, maybe 2,000. I actually would like to thank everybody who's been watching out there. It has been so fun watching the numbers grow from 47 people tuning in on the very first one to over 2,000 on views on some. Most are around 1,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
That may not be a big deal, but it's a big deal to us.
It's a big deal to us.
You know,
I
to
agree.
see that somebody actually repeatedly has come back for more of this.
I know. How could they stand it?
I don't know. So
it's impossible.
Anyway, yes,
thank
you guys for all that. But we like to take suggestions as well as throw pool cues at each other. And somebody said, well, a lot of podcasts sit down. And, we actually talked about this when we started the podcast.
We did.
And we were like, no, we're going to stand up and play pool and
Yeah.
make a podcast around what we're doing. But
we were wrong.
We also were like, I'll sit down if you'll sit down.
Yeah.
Let's hang out and just sit down. So we're sitting down.
So you both enjoy
You
sitting
may never see
quite a
another
bit.
podcast of ours sitting down, but we're trying
It might not
We're going to
happen.
see if it happens. So anyway, I'm going to go hit this shot.
I think that's a great idea.
And I would like I have a question for you.
Oh, boy.
To start off tonight's podcast, and that is we revealed this record wall a few episodes
our
back,
new set.
right, for our little podcast set here.
Indeed.
And we talked about some of these records, and it was on the Influences and Influencers record,
Yes.
or On the Record. On
On the Record.
That's the podcast. So go look for that. It's titled On the Record. And we talk about these albums, and we talk about how they influenced us.
Yes.
These are not necessarily our favorite albums, but
Nope.
they're albums that we happen to acquire somehow.
Yes.
Thrift stores,
appreciate.
parents, whatever
Yes.
it may be. And we just took a stack and decorated the wall with it. But there's actually albums inside each of these.
These are all playable.
And so they're there. So what I thought about after the fact, after we did that podcast, that hit me is, okay, we had fun with the influences and all of that. I'm going to keep dropping this.
That's okay.
But I came up with something I'd like you to do.
Okay.
With these, while I'm going to go make a shot here,
All right.
and then I'll take my stab. I want you to pick 2 people off of this wall.
Yes.
Characters. It can be any of them.
Yes.
And
they're all characters.
You're gonna pick the one that you would most like to be like. Both, you have to explain not only for a musical reason, but for an aesthetic reason.
Oh, okay.
So that's a big word for what they look like, right? Why?
Yes.
Pick one for who you'd want to look like.
Okay.
And then you can list a musical thing too. I kind of just want to see who you think you would wish that
want
you
to
look
look
like.
yeah.
Who do you wish you looked like?
Yes.
Question 2, or second person is, who do you actually look like on this wall?
That's funny. Okay. So the person I would like to most look like, if at all possible, is this man right here, Mr. Garrett Bournes. I like Bournes a lot. He was a good artist a couple years ago. This is a complete Gucci suit with a lace blouse, and he has beautiful hair and wonderful makeup, and it's just a good look. He's a pretty boy. I want to look like that.
Okay, he's pretty something.
And then who I actually look like probably is I probably look the most like Paul Simon on a day-to-day level right there. I probably have this sort of wandering look with a ball cap on.
Fair enough.
I think that's
the expression is
100%
does capture you well. All right.
What about you, bud? And if you say David Lee Roth, I will punch you.
Well, I get 2 choices.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not. All right. So the one that
Oh wait, hold on. I have to change mine real quick. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I definitely look like Cat Stevens in this picture.
So I was gonna, I was definitely gonna say, there may be some. We can't now.
He looks like my dad in that picture, like identically.
A little bit.
That's funny, like younger dad.
Younger dad.
All right, what about yours, bud?
I'm trying to look around here. I thought of this question, but I didn't
think of it for yourself.
For myself.
Yeah.
Ahead of time. I mean. Yeah, I think you called me out. I think I'm gonna go with.
You wish you.
I'm
looked
gonna
like
go
David
with.
Lee Roth.
I wish I looked like David Lee Roth. I never thought. I think that's the first time I've ever said that in my life.
Out loud.
Out loud.
Not up here.
Although
in the quiet place.
In the quiet. That's probably where I should have kept it. Bob Marley's looking pretty cool, though.
Yeah, but you don't look like Bob Marley.
I know, but that could be maybe who I want to look like.
You could want to look like Bob Marley.
I feel like if I looked like Bob Marley right now,
you'd be doing great.
That'd look cool. This would look ridiculous in
2020. Yeah,
in 2020. Who do I most look like? I don't know if the camera can travel this far.
Oh.
Gonna go with
Andre Simone?
Sir Elton John.
I like this answer.
He's bent over trying to play.
I thought you meant this one.
No, that's too melancholy.
It's too vague.
Although I'm gonna switch this up. I think actually.
Are you going Brian Wilson?
No, I feel more like I might be the guy in the Steely Dan record selling hot pretzels
for 15 cents a pop.
During this
mind
COVID
you,
moment, that might be what I end up doing.
Selling pretzels.
This is
come get your hot pretzels, yeah.
Selling pretzels. So maybe it's a little bit of both. Government's bending me over, and
you have to sell pretzels.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that.
You know, they're kind of bending everybody over right now.
There we go. But,
I liked that game. That was a fun game.
That's our game. We'll
that was a
come
good
up with
game.
more games that are off the
I like
wall.
our games.
See what I did there?
Oh yes, saw it a mile away.
Your turn to grab a shot there.
Grab left by the pool balls.
So I feel like it's we got to talk about some of the things that we did this week as well. I had a birthday this week, and did you hit anything?
It literally traveled all the way around the table and then came back to nothing.
I'm going to make this in, then I'm going to tell you about my birthday.
Okay.
You were there at my celebration.
I was there at your christening. I was very glad to be there. That was beautiful. Yeah. Any bar mitzvah of Paul's is a good time.
2 in a row. Bat mitzvah?
Bat mitzvah? we went to the bat mitzvah of Paul here, and it was a really beautiful occasion. We were all wearing white, and then we all ate soggy tuna fish sandwiches.
No, you want to know what we ate bris.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
Hey, you know the old joke, never buy cheese from a moil.
Anyway, so I had a birthday. Golly.
Did you get it?
Since I had this hip injury, which had nothing to do with us sitting on these things,
none whatsoever.
I can get up and move around. But since I had that electric scooter accident, which, by the way...
Hold on, you can't just keep calling it an electric scooter because it sounds like the ones that you go 10 miles an hour around Walmart in.
Okay,
with the beep reverse.
So I have experience riding a Lime scooter, as we discussed in the other podcast. Thought that would translate to the kids' Razor scooter on the 4th of July. I got on the motorized Razor scooter, hit a puddle of water, wiped out, fell on my butt. A whole neighborhood came. Actually, what's really funny, I don't know
No way.
Oh, yeah, they were all in the driveway, and I couldn't get up because I busted my butt so bad. But, again, go back and hear the whole story on that. One thing I don't think I shared in that story, though, that was really funny because this happened not too long ago, like a week and a half ago, when I went to the doctor to get, or a couple weeks ago, whatever, to get the x-rays or whatever. If I did share this on the podcast, I apologize. But I don't think I shared this part. I got a phone call from my health insurance company asking me to pay this auto insurer.
Okay.
Because there had been an auto claim filed on my x-rays. So the x-ray technician, since he heard that I was in an electric scooter accident,
thought it was like a moped?
Thought it was like a motorcycle or a Lime or something. So my health, when they submitted it, my health insurance thought it was I had to go through all of my car insurance people to tell them, no, I'm not filing a claim. They should have never sent you the bill. And then go back to kids' Razor scooter gets me in a car insurance claim.
Dude, never again.
Anyway. It was a traumatic event.
Good
anyway,
Lord.
So I asked for...
Did your insurance go up?
No, it did not spike yet.
That's good.
I didn't hit anyone else. No.
That's fair.
It's all self-injury.
You just hit the ground and it hit back.
That's right. Myself
really
and my
good.
pride were hit really bad.
Oh, you know.
Welcome, Duchess, to the show.
Hey, pretty girl.
This is our house cat. But anyway... So I asked I wanted a punching bag so that I could still exercise. So I got one of those. I've started to beat it up. It's one of those Wave
You
Master.
just picture the scooter
I'm just like getting the scooter back. Sometimes it's your face. Sometimes it's Dylan's.
I feel like you should get like a vinyl tarp to wrap of me over the punching
fantastic.
bag.
Just make a full life size
punching bag of me.
Fantastic.
I think it'd be great.
So got that done this week. I also so I'm back to trying to get the workouts going or whatever. And then I, during this whole COVID thing, I've been able to do some things that I normally would have not done, especially being out on the road most of the time.
Yeah.
But
like eat at a table.
That too.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot more often than not. I started out this channel cleaning leaves.
Yes, you did.
Out of my gutters.
You did.
And that was one of the things that we talked about. But 2 days ago, I put brake pads on my car.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Not only my car, it's my wife's car, to be exact. So I got brownie points as the
mechanic
of the family.
Yeah.
Taking care of, I don't need to go anywhere to get my brakes.
So what happens when your wife's wheels go all flippy floppy going down the highway?
I test drove it afterwards.
Oh, that's good.
But anyway, I'd like you to take a look.
Demoed.
Yeah, it works. It works and it stops. But I'd like you to take a quick look at my repair skills. They're pretty impressive.
Look at it.
All right, guys. So started out this COVID by cleaning gutters because we had some extra time. We've had a little more extra time than I thought. Today, I'm going to attempt to change brakes on this wonderful minivan I'm a little nervous. Not quite sure how this is gonna go because. All right, welcome to Scott's Garage. I don't know what I'm doing here. I've gotten this far. Help me. So the first step is to take this little bolt off the back of this caliper. According to YouTube, I think I did. Unfortunately, I was using this very expensive kit that was my dad's from I don't know when. I'm pretty sure it like came with a stocking or gift one Christmas. But as you can see, the little piece that goes in, this guy broke off. So I've got to go buy a real socket wrench set. Sorry, Dad. I know you had that for probably 30 years. And your son broke it, trying to do his brakes. Save a couple cash during this COVID. Stay tuned. So, did you think that was pretty awesome?
Dude, that was awesome.
It was fantastic, right?
You did such a good job.
I was surprised. I got the tire off.
Yeah.
And then I got the tire back on.
I'm really surprised because the only time I've actually ever seen that be done is at like a body shop, basically. Yes. I didn't move that. So to see like a family member just like rip a wheel off and actually like replace a brake pad.
Replace the brake pad.
That's pretty darn good. I couldn't do that. Of course, I don't have a jack, but I still couldn't do it.
My car came with one. It was the weirdest thing. So I just used it. And
that's nice.
Changed it.
Mine didn't even come with a donut.
So anyway, we did brakes.
That's good.
It was fun. We got it done. Car works. And you got to see me behind the scenes there.
I like it.
And that was fantastic. There'll probably be some more work videos to come, as this COVID thing continues and I have to do more work on my own.
And if there's another Lime scooter incident,
I fixed the fridge today too, by the way.
Today?
It was leaking today.
It
was leaking out onto the kitchen floor. I didn't know why. So there was this ice like that was storing up, and I got on YouTube again. YouTube's pretty great.
It's the best, honestly.
And I learned how to fix the plug drain in my fridge. Of course.
Is that the technical term for it, the plug drain?
Now, can I tell you the truth about this? It's in the back of the fridge.
Yeah.
And you can take like a little needle and just sort of dislodge, and then you pour some hot water on the drain itself, and between the two, it kind of fixes the whole thing, right?
That's pretty easy.
Thank you. It's pretty easy. But I didn't want my wife to know it was that easy.
So you made a whole
So I
big
got my
show
drill
of it.
out, and a drill bit, and I started taking off random screws here and there inside the freezer and on the outside of the freezer.
I'm surprised you didn't get like a hacksaw.
I got to listen to a whole playlist that I had created on Spotify, and
that's pretty impressive.
And looked like I knew what I was doing, but I got it done quick enough, but also took enough time that it looked like it was a hireable job.
You got your alone time, and you got brownie points.
Yes.
You figured out marriage.
I have figured out life, yes.
You turned the key.
That's what it is.
Walked through the door.
That's it. That, and you should really, like when you go to do dishes, just be look at the dishes very confused. Like, man, this plate's large and this one's small. Why are all plates not just the same size like records are? And
if this is your complaint,
you contemplate that. It takes a good 20 seconds to get each of those plates, and she'll just be like, "Look, what are you? Well, I just didn't. They're different sizes. I didn't know how they
confusing the snot out of me."
Thing, and just go.
Is this like your thing of like, I don't know how to chop carrots? Can you show me? You just keep getting them to do more carrots.
Anyway. You know what we also did this week?
Am I giving away your secrets now?
Don't give away my secrets. I'll be selling those in the link down below.
There's an ebook coming.
About
household hacks.
Household hacks. Yes. Dude, it's even got a title. I can see the thumbnail for this.
Netflix, call us.
I don't know when we'll get it, but I do see it.
Call us.
Let's see. So one of the other things that we did this week was we shot a music video.
Not only did we
wait a minute. We didn't shoot a music video. We shot a movie for music.
That's right.
Yes.
We have a whole new slogan. Movies for music.
Movies for music. And we like to think of these as epic films that happen to have
music set
to them. So, anyway.
I think it's beautiful.
You go ahead. Tell.
Quite eloquent.
Let's give we can't give away much.
We can't,
because it's coming out soon, right?
It is.
I would say probably in the next couple weeks.
Yeah,
it'll be ready to go.
Yeah,
if not sooner, if not later.
Depends on how much sleep I get.
There's that too. So, give away something.
Okay, I'll give away a little bit. This is my little snippet for y'all watching in your own private casa, wondering what the next movie film with music is going to be like from the Paul people.
Oh, I have one of these.
You do. So, it is something that we've absolutely never done before, and it was kind of a project that had a very special skill required to make it happen, and it's something they teach you in film school, but something I was not very good at, so I've always kind of shied away from doing projects that are kind of real special effecty in nature. But this one, we kind of leaned into the fact that we could just be creative and we could do kind of a mixed reality thing, where we did some real life set design and production, and then we did some digital set design and production.
I think location that's probably the biggest difference. I think something that we can get away on this is that
it's sort of a mixed reality thing.
Yeah, locationally, the last two videos that we've shot, the Castle on the Hill video was, out in a forest and out by the castle down here in Nashville. Nice shot, by the way.
Thank you.
And it was. Oh, it almost crashed. But anyway,
luck be on me side.
Or I'm sorry, we had the castle one, but then we also had Bones, which was the bare bones of a house. So we have been fortunate to let the locations sort of. Are you kidding me? Where did you dig that out of?
I can play pool now. What happened?
We had the locations basically be like almost a third character in the in the shoots itself. I don't know why I said third character, but another character in the shoot.
We usually
itself.
have you play multiple
yes,
people.
This is true. And I'm playing multiple people in this one.
Yes.
In fact, this is
you
probably
have
got our
quite
most
range for
I think we have 3 or 4 multiple people that I'm in on this one. But instead
really cool.
of choosing a location,
we decided to make it.
We had a production set for this one, which I think is going to end up looking pretty cool.
I think it's going to be great.
Some special effects, visual effects that are out of this world, I would tend to say.
And I would tend to say that some of these special effects are maybe a little bit beyond, honestly, beyond the skill level that either of us have had to really try and do in any sort of professional capacity yet.
Yeah.
Which is really cool because we get to stretch ourselves.
It's a stretch of video and music as well. But I think...
we always talked about this being a passion project.
Correct.
Which is why I think it's important for us to push.
There's no rules. And I think that we talked about it a couple weeks ago, teasing to the fact that we were gonna do it.
Yeah.
Now we've actually done it.
Yep.
And then in a couple weeks, everybody will get to see it and have their own judgment on it.
Indeed.
And it might be a love-hate one.
It might be divisive
enough that it might be, and that's fine. But
all around, it's really.
But
cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
It's pretty cool. I gave you a new name during this, didn't I?
Yeah, DJ Jazzy Jeff.
No, that was not it.
Darn it! I just really want to be him.
It was George
Spielberg.
George Spielberg Lucas.
George Spielberg Bruckheimer.
Bruckheimer. Yes, there we go.
Yeah,
so that's the only hint we'll give. As far as, something like that goes.
Yeah.
Is it my shot?
I think it is.
Okay.
Seeing as how I muffed my last shot.
A lot of tension here.
Oh,
it's
no.
Very quiet.
Oh, no. Here we go. All right. Here we go. And he's going to hit the ball. Oh, he's hit the ball. Look at that. The ball is rolling. It is still rolling currently. It is a green ball, and it has stopped rolling. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, we have the first rolling and stopping ball in the history of
rolling and stopping ball. Speaking of rolling, I was rolling in, and you gave me one of these.
I did.
San Pellegrinos for the seltzer and you. Clementine and peach, man, this thing's awesome. I don't really typically like seltzer water, but this one's pretty awesome.
Well, it's because it tastes like the real fruit. Like, it's not just like artificial flavorings. Like, it tastes really good and accurate.
Gotcha. So another thing that we've done this week is we've gotten in some of the streaming equipment that we need.
Yes.
For starting the acoustic live streams.
Indeed.
So, and Dylan and I are going to be doing those. You'll be filming them and that sort of thing. We're going to take those a little bit differently than, maybe some other live streams out there have been too.
I think so.
Not just, nothing wrong with how people do it, but
we just like to add our own flair to things.
Give our own little deal on that too. So if you've liked the stuff on the channel, you should like the live stream.
Yeah.
As well as we begin to put all that together.
Be a live version of the channel, basically.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And that's all coming down the pike here. I told you I had a birthday.
Yeah.
I did some breaks. What were some, did you do anything?
I didn't have another birthday.
You didn't have another birthday. You should have.
I really should have. No, I just worked all week, which I'm enjoying.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different than it has been, but it's some good stuff. I've got a cool gig coming up this weekend that you're a part of as well.
That's right. Yes, we're gonna. I think it actually is gonna air. We're prepping it all this week.
Yeah, we're doing the work this weekend.
It's actually going to be live on August 25th. Yep. RV Wholesalers. I almost got to that.
RV Soul Hailers.
Soul Hailers. That's a different business.
Yeah, it is a different business.
Go to @RV Wholesalers or look them up on the YouTube channel as well.
And they're pretty cool.
Great. That's one of the craziest things is that RVs are like, that's the new way people are dealing with all this.
Literally, they were just like, okay, COVID, we're driving cross country.
It's everybody take cross country trips with our family, and we're going to. Dude, that would be a lot of fun to just go across the whole country. Like,
dude, that's what we should do once this channel really kicks off. We should make a movie, just a buddy comedy of you and me trying to make it across the Midwest,
and we pick up random people along the way.
I love it.
It's kind of like Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. It's very like Paul Scott meets Jay and Silent Bob type thing.
Yeah, that too. Or who's it? White Castle something?
Yeah, Harold and Kumar.
We can go to White Castle.
We can go to White
every
Castle.
White Castle from here to California.
Dude, White Castle sounds good.
It does sound good, but I'm trying to use that punching bag
and
drop a couple
Checkers
pounds.
Sounds good.
That too. Yeah, you are from Antioch.
You got a point.
Got all the great restaurants.
Now I'll tell you what, one of the best darn hamburgers I ever had was at the Popeyes.
Anyway, so that RV Wholesalers event that we're doing 4 cover songs, and I get to play with some of my buddies on it. Jeffrey Scott from David Cook's band.
I thought you were going to say Scotland.
From Scotland. From David Cook's band, and then Lester Estelle is from Kelly Clarkson's band. Dude is
crazy good,
and everybody's super talented.
Yeah,
and Lester's just a great hang. But Lester is the way the timing works out for this live stream, he's gonna have to duck out halfway through. But what that meant is that we actually get to have another one of my buddies come in who is playing drums for the other 2 songs. And his name's Hubert Payne. And Hubert plays for Little Big Town. Sorry, couldn't get it out of my mouth right there. For Little Big Town. And we end up at shows together all the time.
Oh, I'm sure.
And, when there were shows.
Yeah, right.
And we would play on the same bill with Little Big Town and all that sort of stuff. So I got to know him a little bit from that hang. But then the funniest thing is I moved to the same part of town that Hubert lives in this summer.
Well, wasn't that fortuitous?
Yeah. And next thing I know, Hubert's my son's football coach. And his little boy is the same age. And so they end
lucking
up
out left and right.
So they end up on each other's teams. And what was funny is like the first couple practices, it had been probably 6 or 8 months since we had seen each other.
Yeah.
We weren't buddies at first.
Right.
We would play on the same bill, hang out.
Give you a good start, though.
Yeah. So honestly, the first couple practices, we didn't even recognize each other because we had never seen each other in the opposite role.
Right.
You know, I'm out there in my
in non-stage clothes.
Yes, non-stage clothes for sure. I'm out there in my Under Armour shorts and dad hat and the whole 9 yards.
Your flip flops.
Yeah, exactly. So and he's out there with a coach's shirt on, a coach's polo shirt, and shorts and a whistle, and Hubert's a big dude, like he
jacked.
Yeah, he's jacked. He looks like a football player. So I'm like,
hey, coach,
yeah, coach. Didn't think twice about it. And then our sons started talking about their dads and what their dads do, because he couldn't go to a game one weekend. I couldn't hardly ever go to his games on the weekends at first because they're always on Saturdays. You know?
But now there's no tour.
Yeah, right. And there's no football right now either. So,
you can spend a lot of time with Rowan anyway.
So finally, after a couple practices or whatever, it came up that Hubert was. I was talking to one of the dads and my son, and I'm starting to put it together. I'm like, I know Hubert.
I know what Hubert.
This is the same Hubert.
There's
not a lot of Huberts
I was about to
begin with.
It's a very small pool, the Hubert pool.
But so ironically, we've never played together. So this will be the first time playing together.
That'll be fun.
Even though we've been on the same shows a dozen times or whatever.
That'll be great.
So that's pretty cool. Looking forward to that. And then got some writing coming up with a buddy of mine, Chris Sly, who you all need to go check out. On September 11th, he's releasing a song. He's getting back into the solo artist business after about an 8.5 year, what do you call that?
Hiatus?
Yeah, hiatus. There, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Sabbatical, perhaps.
There you go.
So be ready for that. Put that on your all's radar as well.
I like it. It sounds neat.
So we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna give you. Let's each take one more shot and see what happens.
Yeah,
here.
Sounds good. You go get that first one there, boy. Run him on home.
And I scratched.
Which means I get to do whatever I darn well please.
Well, we can't end the show with his shot. So anyway, he's going to do whatever he does for this last shot. We've never ended a game of pool yet, and that's okay. We probably never will. And if you made that in, I was going to be real sad.
That was garbage.
But I've had a good time. It's been fun. Buddy. We kind of shortened things up a little bit. Yeah. We sat down a little bit. And,
it was more intentional.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah.
But
anyway... Y'all tune in for episode 10. It will be
whoop, whoop.
The 10th, the X episode.
Is this like our first podcast anniversary?
It will be our first podcast, our podiversary.
Podiversary.
We're going to have a podiversary.
Do we need a cake for our podiversary?
Oh, that's probably, at least, I don't know if I can afford a whole cake, but we can have a cupcake.
We can split the cost on the cake.
Kroger's got the discounted ones every once in a while.
The expired
like
cakes.
Expired. We'll get a nice expired cake.
Split
that for our podiversary.
I like it.
For Paulcast 10. Be sure to
like
and subscribe.
And
I don't know, ring a bell or
share.
Something. Whatever.
Yeah,
God,
okay.
It's cheesy.
I mean,
your voice went really high as we were doing it.
Share and subscribe.
But yeah, do all the stuff. We're out.
Bye-bye.